Neil deGrasse Tyson is promoting a new audiobook and he's talking about aliens. I had to talk about this. I mentioned it briefly in my video yesterday. I was like, I was going to do a video, and I got to do a video on this. It's like, what is this? Is it AI? Like, what is this a joke? Like, what? This is the guy who has countless amount of times laughed at people for bringing it up. Show me the aliens. Show me where they are. Laughed at it, put his nose up to it. He has made it very clear that there's no world that they would have been here. There's no chance they could have gotten here. It would absolutely take too long for them to do it. He doesn't ever mention interdimensional stuff. Like he has shit on it since day one. And now he's got a book. I don't get it. Look at this. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just like a hypothetical. But look at the promo to it.
What would you do if an alien actually showed up? Would you shake its hand or run? Does it even have a hand to shake? In my latest book, Take Me to Your Leader, I explore not only how they might have gotten here, but what they might want and how you should respond. Because the real question is not, are we alone? It's, are we ready? By the way, I also narrated Take Me to Your Leader. And I'm duly informed that you can get a copy of that book or the audiobook now, wherever books are sold. You should probably get the book sooner rather than later. You don't want to have a first alien encounter and not be ready for it. I'm just saying.
All right. He certainly looks like he's just hawking the book, right? Like he's like, oh, I'm just saying, we do have aliens. I mean, all these people who clearly believe in it, and clearly, now that there's all these UFO files and everything too, you can't beat them, join them. Just let you know. I narrate the book. You should check it out. Here you go. It just seems so disingenuous to me. Like, you look, and I've made this very clear about him. I think he's brilliant. I love listening to him talk about wormholes. I love listening to him about parallel universes and simulation theory and all that stuff. He always approaches it with an open mind of what could be. This topic in particular is the one topic he has never approached with an open mind. Now, this book and this promo to this book certainly looks like he's approaching it with an open mind. Now, it also looks like he's trying to sell a book. And it seems like he said, look, there's so many people talking about this stuff now. There's so many people who are, with all these files coming out and all these things, and the president calling for transparency and all these senators and everybody else too. And maybe I should just get on board with it, write a book. But if he's writing a book, I mean, clearly he's been working on the book for a while, unless of course that whole promo was AI. It was just so bizarre to see that. Like, I couldn't believe that he's the one. He has put his heels in the ground to make it known that he does not think any of this is not possible. Light speed and all that. I happen to agree with that, by the way. I've said that many times over, that I think that if, for light speed and all those other things, we're looking at 3i Atlas, and I don't know if anyone's ever combated this in the comments before, and there are way smarter people who probably can. With 3i Atlas, we had seen it coming, we saw it tracking, it was moving fast, but we still knew it was ways out. Time moves differently in space, so you'd be able to see things moving and tracking things, even if it was going super fast. It was coming. It's the atmosphere that things are moving around really fast and zipping and moving in ways that you couldn't think about it. Now, I guess the answer could be like, well, what if it was technology that could go that fast? I don't know, maybe that's the answer. I have no idea, but I just think it's more plausible, in my opinion, of the anti-gravity dimensions and things of that nature, underwater stuff, like things that have been heavily rumored, that, again, these things have been here for that long. That makes more sense to me. But seeing this particular thing of like, what would you do? You got to be prepared. Like, what's the incentive behind this? Is the incentive, we always try to pitch the scenarios, right? Is the incentive of, hey, everybody's talking about this now. It's the one thing I'm asked about all the damn time. There's so many people that believe it. Let's capitalize on this thing. Let me take the hypothetical situation and say, if it does happen, here's where it could happen. And this is what you could do. And I'll narrate it. Great. We can make a couple bucks off of it. Very, very plausible that's the case. The other side of it, which is like a little bit more the unrealistic side, is he knows something. And maybe it's like, okay, I did some digging into some of the people. There's some shit coming down, and I could have been wrong here. I might have egg on my face, so I might as well prepare for this thing now. Again, I find that less believable, but all scenarios. But you look at it, and it's not necessarily posed as a hypothetical. Look at it again.
Alien actually showed up.
Okay.
Would you shake its hand or run?
Now that's hypothetical. Okay.
Does it even have a hand?
Right. We don't know what kind of hand
to
it has.
shake. In my latest book, Take Me to Your Leader,
Yes.
I explore not only how they might have gotten here, but what they might want.
Okay. That's the part to me. How they might have gotten here. Again, most likely in the book, it's a hypothetical situation. If they did get here, let me be honest, I don't think that they got here, but if they did, how'd they get here? And what do we think they could want? That's most likely what the book is going to be. But the way that it's posed is more so of how did they get here? Like he knows that they've been here. And what do they want? It's again, this is clearly someone trying to hawk a novel or a book. And I just think if it was something like, if he never really talked about this before, or if he didn't really speak about it, or if he approached it in a way that he was like, if it was always hypothetical, for any time anyone asked him, and he's like, I don't know about the evidence about it. I can't really say whether or not they are here. I haven't seen any data that shows to me that they have been, but if they did, it's possible that this, and this. But anytime it's brought up, he does the stigma laugh. He does these other things, and there's various amounts of content you can see of him just really turning his nose up on it. So the fact that he's approaching this subject shows me it's just not genuine. That's the main thing. But B is that, okay, there's a lot of people talking about this right now. It's a hot topic. I have to capitalize, which in the grand scheme of things, yes, it feels dirty. Yes, it feels like I wouldn't buy that book if it was the last book on earth and I couldn't read anything else too. But it still moves the needle a bit. It does. And not with us, not with people who have seen him talk shit, but for those people who follow him, see him as the brilliant man that he is, but just follow that side of it and don't see the pompous side of the things that he does sometimes, that they see this and they say, oh, he's another one that's on board. I like him. What's he saying about it? And he's talking about it too. It does continue the conversation that way. So it's not really necessarily a huge, as much of a big FU as it does seem, which it does seem like that. I mean, I've been very vocal on it with him because it frustrates me because I can't even tell you how many times. I love listening to him talk about time travel. I love listening to him talk about, the simulation theory and other things. I love the open-mindedness and potential theories of what he comes up with. It was just always so baffling to me that he was so contrarian with this topic, and now he's doing a book about it. Am I wrong for feeling this way, or am I right, or who cares? Let's talk about other stuff. Put your thoughts in there. Let me know what you think. I gotta know. Thanks for being here as always. Make sure you click comment. Click comment. Sure, click comment. It's a new button. Comment, click like, subscribe. Thanks again, and we'll see you back here real soon. Bye. Hey, thanks for checking out the show today. I don't know about you, but for me, I had to wake up and I needed a cup of coffee just to feel like a human being. Some people feel that way with a nicotine pouch, and they just need it in order to feel, okay, that's what I need to go. That's where I need to go. 2-3 cups of coffee. So I recently was sent the Ultra pouches, and it's really a game changer. It's a changed focus and energy levels. Probably was about, 2 months ago. And the pouches are nicotine free. They're caffeine free, which is, I think, the whole reason why you check them out. They're truly clean. They're powdered pouches designed to sharpen your mind and lift your energy, all without caffeine, all without nicotine or that crash, which is the same thing. And what they use is the Infinity PX, which is a cleaner, smoother energy booster, more so than caffeine. The Alpha GPC, which is a nootropic for enhanced mental processing, and they have vitamin BG, B12, balanced energy, and mood. So I didn't realize that you could feel like this without caffeine. I didn't know it was possible, to be honest. And I've been going to the gym more often. I feel the recovery process is a little quicker now. And I can totally see myself keeping this at the office, to be honest, right? I have it near the front when I walk in and pop one in, and that's it. And I want to go to work. So 90% of the users saw significant improvements in their overall focus levels with calm, steady flow, state focus, enhanced memory, smooth energy, mood balance, all with zero nicotine and zero caffeine. So I highly recommend the Ultra Pouches. It's the ultimate guilt-free pouch delivering instant focus, mental clarity without nicotine, without caffeine. New customers can use that code DTE, get 15% off at takeultra.com. That's takeultra.com. You get 15% off with that code DTE. You're going to purchase it. You're going to go and you check it out. They're going to say, where'd you hear about us? You tell them that DTE, Kristian Harloff, sent you. Please support the show and let them know that I sent them your way. Or the other way around, whatever.